And the underlying phrase there is ethical principle. I come from a religious family. My fathers and my uncles are all imams. In fact, I'm the first entrepreneur in the family. So when I decided to go into entrepreneurship, I graduated from the University of Sierra Leone, like everybody else. I was an electronics engineer, and for our time, that is something years ago, the best job the electrical engineer was aiming for was to be an engineer in GAMBIA. And I had no difficulty getting, a job at GAMBIA. In fact, I came home because I used to do a lot of attachments during holidays in GAMBIA, and I found a lot of appointments. I've never gone to an interview. And when my father gave it to me, because Bakari Njai was the MD at the time, and we were living around the same neighborhood, I humbly told my father that I don't want to work at GAMBIA. And of course, he was, why, And I said, well, I want to start my business. I want to do business. And I asked him for prayers, and I asked him for advice. He said, well, we pray for you every day, and we'll continue praying for you. But for the advice, I am not in technology. I don't know this electronic and all. I don't even know what you had from your results. I just know that you graduated. You told me that you have graduated, and I believe you. He said, but I'll give you one advice. You want to be a businessman? I said, yes. Do you want to be called, when they call business people, they call you maybe in the first three? I said, yes, of course, that's what every businessman wants to be. Say, be a good Muslim in your business. And I paused, and he repeated it. My father was also a lecturer, he was a teacher. Be a good Muslim in your business. Have you heard me? I said yes. He repeated it 3 times. And as we were going, it was 5 prayers. As we were going out of the mosque, he told me, but do you know what I mean by you being a good Muslim in your business? I said, yes. He said, please. He said, do a research on it. Tomorrow after Fajr, you tell me what that means. So I went home. The next morning, we prayed Fajr. I was about to leave, and he stopped me at the back. Young man, I gave you a homework yesterday. Have you done it? I said, yes, I've done it. What is it? I said, well, I should not lie to anybody. I should not steal. Whatever I tell people, I should do it. I should, I give him 5 reasons, 5 answers. And I remember Imam gave me 2 more. And one which is still vividly in my mind is he told me, never gamble in your business. And that is why you see QCell is in Gambia, is in Sierra Leone, and one of the easiest ways to make money in GSM is gambling. What I see here. And I'll tell you why. I have my switch, and I say, text this 1, 2, 3 to this number for $3. Text is normally 50 rupees or $10. And you start to win a car. I've seen companies are winning, even putting houses. You know what happens at the background? All your taxes come to us. It's my switch. And then you believe that I am very honest. You believe that I am very honest. So at the end of every week, I go to my switch, I collect all the data of everybody who have text to this number. And I put it in a small laptop and take it to a TV station. And then I make you to believe that I have collected all the texts and I have not added or subtracted anything. But that's just your belief. If I want, I can add people to those numbers. I own the switch. Nobody is monitoring me. In this country, nobody is monitoring the gambling. They are not gambling. Actually, what they are doing is criminal. They collect this money, this data, they can add people, they can subtract you. If they don't like it, they can remove you from the news. They take it to the TV station and they use IT guys, a program which randomly selects. You put the numbers there, and to fool you more, they will say, I'll bring a small kit. It's not me. I'm not pressing the space bar. And only you will press the space bar or a small kit. Press the space bar and it will select the first winner. Is that not how we do it? I'm a programmer. I will tell the computer, if you press the space bar, take Dr. Kulbali. And the computer will take Dr. Kulbali. That's how criminal things are happening here. In countries where they're doing it right, all taxes go to the national database switch, which is not controlled by the operator. Monitored. To be fair. And a percentage of that, 60%, is taxed to the government. So you are young and you are Gambians. You need to know what is happening. So that is one of the advice my father gave to me. So we never gamble. Even if it was done properly, we will not gamble because our religion prohibits us from gambling. Now, this religion, I can tell you, it just makes you to be a good human being. It makes you to be a good human. What religion teaches you, and it's all religions, Christianity, Judaism, Islam, we are Ahlul Kitab, Imam knows. The principle is to do good to people. We have the MRC Foundation. They are building thousands of classrooms. He's a good Christian. Most of you don't know him. And he's been thousands and thousands of classrooms in all over the country. So religion just teaches you to be honest. It teaches you to be disciplined. It teaches you to be hardworking. That's all what religion teaches you. In fact, Imam used to tell me that if we are not careful in the next world, we living in Africa, especially us, will be disappointed. Say, Imam, why? Say, God says that whatever you do, He gives you reward. And even when you die, and you do something good, like you build a class and when people are studying there, every reward comes to you, not so much. So he said, we go to Mecca. My great-grandparents walked to Mecca for 7 years. Today, we can take a flight and go to Mecca and Medina in 7 hours. So, that white guy who built the Boeing, you think he's not going to get a reward? We all fast. When we cut our fast, we want to drink something cold. We want to you go to the fridge and you think the person who created that fridge is not going to get a reward from your fasting? So he said, God will be calling those people. Who are the people who have made us 1.something billion people going to Mecca? They raise their hands. They come in. Where are the people who made fridge? So then we will be asking God, what God we are doing, we are praying, what have you done for society? What have you done for society? So I think I am saying that today I am what I am because I came from a religious family. I came from a family which taught me ethics, which taught me discipline, which taught me to be hardworking. And I tell young people, I tell my children, I know most of the graduates here, you can be my age. So we're going to talk. Father, son, father, daughter, let's talk today. It starts from when you have to get married. And people don't understand that. You just see somebody on the internet, oh, that. Wait, I've seen somebody, I'm going to marry that tomorrow. And I tell people, your partner shapes your life. He's your partner. He is. In fact, they are the biggest contributors to your future. The men, they control only 30%. If the best percentage is 30, 70 is the women. Like for me, I tell people I control 10. I'm always on the move. I don't know what, but when I come home, food is on the table. The place is clean. My children have gone to school, and everything is in order. So to choose that woman, to choose that partner, that is where your life starts. It's not when you start having a business. But we forget about that. So I'm reminding you that you're young. When you choose a partner, put that behind your mind. That a partner can catapult you, a partner can drag you down. And it depends on the partner you select. So let's try our best to make sure that we train our kids in a religious way. It doesn't start from the classroom here. No. What I am today, what she is today, what we are today, started from our homes. If the home is not correct, when you go to school, you take the same thing there. I started my business in my bedroom with one PC. Today, I want to ask the graduates, do you know how many companies are in the Q group? Can you guys tell me what the companies of the Q group are? Espas, QCell, Natural, QTV, Ajit, QCT, QCell is Q-Money, on top. Still there are some more you have not told me. These people here, what are they? QTV, Q Radio, QREC. We have, I sometimes forget the names of the companies. We have 12 or more companies in several countries. It was unimaginable 30 years ago. Today, Gambians, a lot of Gambians now, prefer to open their own businesses rather than working for anybody else. Because they saw that we were successful. But as one speaker said, you have to ask, why are they successful? And I can tell you, it's because of these underlying ethical principles. You go to any of our companies, the dress code is standard. You cannot use a night dress to come to work. You have to talk properly to your colleagues and your customers. And you have to be honest. These are the disciplines we have. Today, Q Group is the biggest employer in the country and also one of the biggest taxpayers. It's nice to say, I'm donating this, my friend, do your duty first as a business. A responsible business does two things: hire people and pay tax. So you don't hire anybody, nobody knows who your employees are. When they count the first 500 taxpayers in the country, nobody sees your name. And you are in the newspapers every day, I've donated this, I've donated this. You are not donating, you are just cheating the people and giving them a percentage of what they own. Do your duty as a responsible company. Recently, we were appointed on the Tibet Fund to chair. I don't normally go in chairing boards of government. This is the first time. I don't, because I'm very busy. But of course, professor, leaders, and everybody say this is a very important forum. But to show our commitment, the first day of inauguration, we were able to donate 15 million to these funds. Because you cannot go to the public, to the donors, to everybody and say, please donate to this fund. And they ask you, well, Mr. Jah, what have you done? You have to lead by example. Today, the QGroup Foundation is into a lot of areas. We give a lot of scholarships every year. Youth development, health. We are into different areas. Why? Because we believe that we have to give back to people. This is our society. Each one of us sitting here, someone has helped me. Whether it's government giving you a scholarship and that's from the taxpayers' money, or your uncle, or your sister, or your father, or your mother. So you should give back. The first slogan we had when we started our business, a lot of people forgot it, is setting standards. Because we said we are coming to lead in our industry, and the first thing we had to do, at that time, people always wanted to associate with foreign companies. Quantum Net, but I'm representing them. And I said, no, I am Quantum Net, I'm a Gambian company. In fact, through us now, everybody wants to be a Gambian company. Even the foreign companies now, they are saying they are Gambian companies. Yes. So, I think, students today, I will advise you to embrace religion first. Imam has told you, if you want to be a good leader, you must be religious. You have never seen a criminal being a good leader. You must be a religious person. And I say, all religion gives you is it gives you honesty, it gives you discipline, it gives you the hard work. You have to be ready to impact society. Yes, a lot of people make far more money than us, but nobody helps them because they don't care about, they're only impacting themselves. But if you are a true leader, you have to be ready to impact society. You have to be ready to make sure that you forget about yourself. And that also, Imam told me that, I remember now, one of the other advice he added was, if you want to be a business person, a good one, forget about yourself. If you forget about yourself and you concentrate on impacting people, God himself is the one taking care of you. I'm sure most of you have read about me online, and the BBC once said the man who made millions without a business plan. It is true. I'm not saying that don't make a business plan, but I don't come from the business school. I'm an engineer by profession. I'm taught how to fix lights, how to fix a generator. I'm an electronic engineer. I've never studied accounting in my life. I've never studied business in my life. But I chair one of the biggest banks in this country, and I turned it from a bankrupt bank to now one of the most profitable banks in this country. And I've not done it because I know accounting. I've done it based on these three principles. You should not cheat yourself, don't cheat others. Do the right thing, and you will see the reward. As an entrepreneur, they've said it, both of them. Don't give up easily. It's a very, very, very difficult area. Sometimes you can ask Mr. Kunkara, he said, sometimes I hold my head and say, look, I should just quit and be a lecturer in the university. Yes. But that is what it takes. I came yesterday, I can tell you from my eyes, you can see. I've not slept yesterday because I was supposed to send some, respond to some reports they sent me. I did not sleep until Fajr. I prayed Fajr, I went to the office, and from the office I was here. Because I have promised Professor Fane that I will be here. I could have sent somebody to talk on my behalf. But that is entrepreneur. You have to be disciplined, you have to be honest to yourself and to people. We have to be able to be intellectuals. And when you say intellectual, it's not like a book pass. No. I always say that what you learn today, what you are graduating with, 30% is hard skills. Professor Will, hard skills, 30%. Like what I learned from my electronics, you know how to fix. It's hard skill. But the most important thing, the skill to learn, is the soft skill. How do you interact with people? How do you deal with people? How do you, because you're going to manage people at the end if you're a leader. So let's endeavor, and you can learn soft skills through networking, you know, through mentors. I think they've spoken about it. You're just moving in your life and you don't have anybody to advise you. You think your mom and your dad are not educated to your level, you don't think they can advise you. You are making a mistake, a big mistake. In my father, until he passed away, there is no step I will take in my business without me going there and telling him that I'm doing this. And sometimes he tell me, yes, go ahead, and sometimes he says, no, that area don't touch it. And I will step back. So respect first your mom and your dad. Don't think because you know this thing so well and they don't know it, you are making a mistake. They raised you up and they want good for you as well. So always consult them in your movements. Whatever you want to do, consult them. Apart from them, you have people who have succeeded in life. Don't go for the ones on the internet talking. Go to people who have walked the talk. Oh, madam, one of them, with Rose, I'm just coming, I just want 30 minutes of your time. I want you to advise me, I want to do A, B, and C. The advice you go. For, like you see me, I have different advisors up to today. I have people who advise me on corporate stuff, because I know they are top-notch in corporate. I have people who advise me on my religious and ethical values. I have people who advise me on my businesses. I have different advice, and most of them will give it to you free. And the good thing about going and having people to advise you is, even if you do something and you fail, you say, well, I thought it's good, and even my advisor also advised me it's good. It's just that it's one of those things, you start all over again. Because the owner made me, they are young like me. Mr. Jah, we have you do this, we want you to do the computerization. I said, yes, but I don't want to sell you this. Can you convert what I'm giving you into shares? Of course, they were happy. When you start a new business, you don't want to hold cash. So I'm one of the first shareholders. And I sat with these young, Nigerians. And I saw that they are like me. I said, man, I need a bank. I will have a bank. And we got a bank. So I'm just saying that let nobody put in your mind that you cannot have a bank, you cannot have a telecom, you cannot have an international company. If they tell you, tell them, no, Muhammed Jah, have it. We used to be fooled, but it comes with a lot of work. I tell you that you are my kids or my daughters and sons because I have been in business for 37 years now, and I know most of you were not born. I started from my bedroom. But I have never done 2 days the same work. And concurrently tell you. Every day I'm doing something different. And every day I have the office. Unless I'm not here, every day I am in the office. I could have said, I have a bank, they make millions. I sit in my office and relax. Most of the people who own these companies you see, the banks and the telecoms, you don't even know them. They don't work. But why do I work? And my wife works, my children work. Because we believe we should be an inspiration to young people in this country. And I always give this story. And I say that is why I work. I come from a village called Fast. I did my data there. I was not privileged to go to a nursery school because my father was a teacher at Crab Island, paid $120, so he couldn't take me to a nursery school. So I went to the data. And when I started my schooling, I come for every year or every holiday I go to revise. Because the Quran, when you leave it, it leaves you. And when I go, my grandmom, the last day I come, we used to have a vehicle every morning at 6 o'clock. It was not like this, one vehicle a day, sometimes every 2 days. And the day I go, my grandmom will tell the village, Muhammad is going back to buy you tomorrow. So at Fajr, everybody will come out and pray for me. And then I get into the vehicle, and the kids I play with will run after the vehicle and wish me well. And as a small kid, I used to wonder because none of them had a shoe at that time. This is like I'm telling you, maybe 40 something years ago, we were poor. And I wonder, some of them would be wounded on the process of wishing me goodbye, but they go after the vehicle for a kilometer. So when the Imam came to collect me, which is around 12, and I had the opportunity as a young boy to ask him, when the car departed, the kids ran after the car and they wished me well. And I asked him, I said, Baba, how do you even move over? You saw him shut down. He didn't answer. I asked again. And he turned to me, he told me, Muhammad, how do you sunya ko na yo bena class, two of them, they are they have 5 senses like you. They are very intelligent, some of them. Because then Papa, you never to school. They don't have the opportunity to get into school. You have the opportunity to go to school. So Lumala Diga Loy, legal very hard, the impact. Today in my village, it's a big village, there is no compound where you don't have people who work at QCell or the team. So it's not money why people go to work. No, if it is money, you stop work. Because anybody who comes to my house knows me. I don't eat a lot, and what I eat is very cheap. So when you eat Tuesday smoke, that doesn't cost me $500. That's the truth. Maybe if I look at my expenses a month, I don't spend 10,000 on myself or 15,000. I don't live a lavish life. Nobody sees me anywhere. If you see me at my house, or you see me at QCD training, or you see me at my office. But that is what it costs to be a leader. Can I madam QCD? My train, my fake of a lady, Pona Jahan Kala or something. Mugino, no, Halibi is about Halibi maybe about 6 or 7. That year about the Mama, Mr. Jananga, his Malinka, I couldn't speak, so I called somebody. So so Munema he tell about there. waaye kii su toogee ne tëdd du dee lekka su bëggut a dem school sax suñ ko nekkoon nañ ko wax Mr. Jah dafa dem school. And I really felt it. That's why when you are a leader, you have to be very careful of your steps, the steps you take. Because the steps you take changes a lot of people's life. If you disappoint them, you disappoint a lot of people. So be ready if you want to be a leader. You have to, just like a mobile phone, you have to be charging your battery every day. Charge your battery. And you know what is charging your battery? It's not plugging your mobile to it. It's promise. You make your promises. That is charging your battery. You see, a man who doesn't fulfill his promise is not a man. So that is how you charge your battery. Because you have to promise a boba, you have to promise a yai, you have to promise, you have to do it. And that is your source of charging your own battery. You have to prove that when you start, you stay. Don't give up. All of us went through so many problems. Once problems we just want to we are in London. We have a business in London, Red Coat International, we own it. We are in Sierra Leone. These are all societies who have different cultures and different attitudes, and we have to adapt. We have to fight to survive. We took over Red Coat at the COVID time. Today, we quadrupled the turnover and the profit of Red Coat in London. We went to Sierra Leone to compete with Orange, with other providers. We were the last operator. Today, we are the pride of Sierra Leoneans. We offer the cheapest service to Sierra Leoneans. Another advice: before you sleep, work out your schedule for tomorrow. That's very important. Don't just go to sleep. Assess yourself. What have I done today? And what am I going to do tomorrow? I have my notepad. Now it's easy. You have your mobile. Right? Have it. Tomorrow I will do A, B, and C. And you endeavor to fulfill them. Some of it you might not, but you try your best. But remember, all of us have 24 hours. Huh? God did not give me 35 and give you 24. We all have 24 hours in the day. But you know the difference? My difference of 24 hours and your difference, you make it yourself. If you decide that your 24 hours, you wake up in the morning, take your breakfast, put on your TV, listen to your music, then go on, let them show, you come back and sleep, and you want to be the same as me, and that's why one speaker said it. Every day you start, my friend, nobody stop you to walk. Nobody. Get up and walk. Rather than sitting there talking negative about somebody. Because that person is not listening to you. Man, I'm not on Facebook. I'm not on Twitter. I'm not on LinkedIn. I don't browse the internet. No. Man, when I come in the morning, my PA tells me the things I need to know going on in the media, which concerns me. Because now the media is all negative. What you don't want in your life, you wake up, you're supposed to read the newspaper every day. But I don't want it online. My friend, tell me, you need to have a positive mind. You need we are God's Khalifa. I'm going to Khalifa. I don't know you. Can you make them down the way Khalifa? You may Khalifa. Animals to be Khalifa. Malaika to be Khalifa. Nini Khalifa. yow soo waxee ne yow yaay xalifa bi da nga war a am caractéristique yàlla mooy baax mooy jub mooy def lu rafet mooy wax lu baax ci nit. You have to be a good human being, or else you are not his khalifa. Waaye boo toog rek yaa ngi wax lu bon ci nit mu dem bi dëkk bi tey suñu waxee Gambia kan moo fi baax mu ne kenn baax. It is true. Ne imam day nit ku baax la imam tooga gaay yaa ko wax nay nit dinañ la wax yu grave imam te yëpp nekkul dëkk. And they will tell you as if they will sit with Imam every day. When we are a small society, we are 2.5 million people. We should encourage ourselves to be good human beings. The moment this need we just that is how we deal with it in QGroup. 1,700 people working. I can tell you, Ken Bonofa. Good people. Only we did a mistake, you never made a mistake. By some different mistake, so you rectify and I want to mistake, you rectify. Magi Andre conclude the one this year, 60th this year, our 60th anniversary of Gambia independence. Was it this year or last year? Last year, I don't know. This year, we were selected, the QGroup, as the company, the case study of QGroup, Ghanaian companies in Ghana. And I think not because it's Muhammed Jah, because they saw what we have done, but not only that, we are the company which started Jawara style. I started 2 years before the first regime went. 22 years on the second regime and now 8 years. So they thought we should do an example and we achieved in the eyes of people a lot. So when they told me, I called my head of corporate, I said, come. I'm going to do they talk? See what? They just bring that. If we don't want to go, I don't want to talk. Make me a 10-minute, so they gave me 10 minutes. 10-minute video of what we have done from the first regime, second regime, third regime. And we showed the thing. I went there, I stood like this, I didn't talk the whole thing. And it's ready, I said, thank you. I said, no, where are you going? We have to ask you, can I see audience job? What is a believing on me? How did you achieve this? How? Because it's almost impossible. But for three things, it's not a secret, and I will give it to you today. You want to be like us or better, because we want to see you better. Listen to me on these three things. If you have them, you will stand here maybe in the next 10 years to deliver a lecture on other students who are graduating from Mr. Fanes College. One, you have to be ready to be educated. Gis nga ñu seen parents ci kaw bi lañ jógee fii ñu bëri seen yaay dañoo jaay seen nag jaay lu nekk pour yóbbu leen school ci yaayam toxos la doon jaay dugga si lifin di soona jaay ko pour yóbbu ko school amoon tax because they gëm ne xam-xam rek moo laa yóbbu from this level to another level. Tey what makes a difference between me and the village boy is they dem school. Su demoon school mun naa am ne mu ngi am moom yeneen compagnie yu gën a riche boppam so dama bëgg a yéen students yi ngeen xam ne lii du graduation ku leen ko war daf leen di nax lii start-up la lii lecture la tey dañ leen di lecture ngeen mën a jëlee fii dara mu catapult leen to another level léegi leen nit benn wax rek gis nga Singapore yu ngeen ñu dégg nii yëpp benn leader moo dee ñëw rek transform the whole thing. Danga fa dégg dara nga ne tey dégg naa loo xam ne I will try to be better than this guy. So benn bi xam-xam la loo mun a def pour am xam-xam def ko loo mun a def pour am xam-xam def ko ñaar wax naa ko fi da nga war a am diine I don't care ban diine la amal diine ñetteel bi mooy da nga am yar gis nga ñaar yëpp soo leen amee xam-xam diine amuloo yar doo am dara wërsëg bi du ñëw yes wërsëg du ñëw dafa des naka ngaa comporté sa boppa naka ngaa networkee pour mun a attract ñeneen ñi ci yow idea te loolu last one bi nag léegoo-léeg gars yi am ñaari de waaye lu ma tiital nag Gambia léegi mooy ñetteel bi gars yi ñu ko dee am imaam neexut ba neexut yar dafa des xale yi déglootuñ kenn soo waxee balaa ngaa wax sax ba pare dem na laay du taxaw sax déglu la dama bëgg yéen ñu am privilège tey pour toog fii dama bëgg ngeen bàyyi seen xel si ñette yooyu daay leen as much as possible loo leen mën a def soo leen jógee fii nga ne what is the next step professeur Fane jox na ma opportunity dama egg si level bi du ma ko waste man soo demee suma office suma kër doo gis benn daal graduation suma certificate sax ma fu mu nekk I don't know where it is because dama jeexal graduate that day for be mu ngi nii the next day I was on the flight back to start work boo ma ne léegi xam-xam bu ma am naka lay def njëriñ nit ñi ngeen am diine ku si nekk christian mu am diine ku si nekk muslim mu am diine ñun dëkki diine lañ nekkal diine moo laa jox yu ma laa wax ni moo laa jox gis yi doo fenal kenn doo tappale kenn ba pare nit ku am diine dafa lewet xool du soxoree kenn koo gis rek bu nga mu sut la yéen nag ngeen boole si yar su la nit tooñee sax déglu ko xaaral nga déglu waaye am very sorry balal ma aha lu la yar du jox yéen dikk du la ko jox so tey kontaan naa trop pour ñëw fi pour waxtaan ak yéen parce que dañ need leaders yu bëri society bi dafa lack leaders so nee ñu try ñu am ethical te doo mën a nekk leader te amuloo ethical values yu ñor xom Muhammed Jah éegul fu mu égga nii ci caaxaan dëkk bi dafa ndaw de man mën naa fee toog leen wax lu neex ngeen di taagu waaye nga keneen na toog sa boor ne la waxu dëgg démb rek gis naa ko muy def ABF fii dëkk bu ndaw bi in fact internet bi moo is a global world su ma demoon sax di ko def feneen sax di ngeen ko dégg so dama bëgg ñun ñëpp ñu bàyyi xel ne yéen opportunité bu ngeen am xale yu bëri ñu ngi toog amuñ ko dem leen of compte jàllal féeri wala nga jàllal baat biir kàmba ngeen dem rek ngeen gis ñaata xale ñoo solu daala soluñ yére amuñ ko sax so by force ngeen jox leen ko yéenay seen ko waru leen a féer I thank you very much